Right, set up. Oh, so we failed to get a century yesterday, which is very on a rare occasion during a session. Came close, but not close enough. So we're going to try and rectify that today. Let's see what happens. As you can see, we've got a bit of a clutter here. Usually I tend to go in them very, very quickly, as in I'm quite an aggressive player, so I do like to go into the reds as soon as, rather than leaving it till the last moment. Leave that one. So I have been a little bit ropey lately for some reason. Can't really put my finger on as to why. I'm not going to make excuses. It's just bad play. So I'm hoping that we can get past it and play like how I know I can play. So usually I feel like a bad day is getting anything around 70 and below, whereas a decent day is higher than that. So yeah, I just wish my head wasn't so crazy. I know 70 odd breaks are really good for in general, but my head is telling them, well, that's not really good enough, which is a shame, because that's the kind of big letdown from my side. It's just, in a way, I kind of know my own ability, what I'm capable of, and how consistent I know I can play. Hey, hello. I saw your message. I replied. Good luck today. I'll certainly be rooting for you. I'm sure you'll be fine. Sure you'll be fine. I'm expecting at least 3 147s from you. I really didn't think about that shot, did I? Oh dear. Oh, good recovery and bad execution. Yeah, if I can, I'll watch it. Yeah, for sure. That'd be really good to see. I'll have to see what the missus is up to though. She'll pretty much tell me, "Oh no, you can't. We're doing this." So I'm just gonna shut the door. Just give me a sec. As my chair seems to laugh at me as I get up. I don't know if you can hear that. But every time I get up, my chair seems to wobble in it. It's like a laughing sound. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Yeah, it should be good. How you feeling? Looking forward to it? So this is quite a decent break to start off the stream. So it's a little bit better performance than yesterday. So that's a good sign. Yeah, just do what you can when you're at the table, mate. Don't worry about what the opponent's doing because you can't really do anything anyway when he's at the table, so there's no point stressing over it. Looks like we're going to have to go up for the blue. Yeah, optimal performance. Now, I think I might have got my wires crossed with you yesterday. So if you can explain to me a little bit better, in more simple terms, if you can, that would be good. Because I ain't exactly bright. Told you like told you the other day. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting positional bounce. Yeah, about positional play and stuff like that, right? Now you've probably seen that my positional play is usually pretty strong. My positional and potting is usually pretty strong. Yeah, I mean you've seen the 147s and the amount of centuries I have. So that kind of tells you that you know, I've got a pretty good idea what I'm doing. So when I have an off day, you'll see that the positional plays a lot worse, I guess, but I still have a tendency to still score heavy. So in the terms of what you're trying to say, my performance is certainly noticeable because I don't score heavy. Yeah, I'm assuming that's kind of what you mean, right? But usually those days are very, I wouldn't say rare, but not very common for me. Um, God, my optim. No, I can't. I can only say on a bad day is usually a seven. Anything below a 70 is a bad day, I guess. But I don't often have. So I get told by my friends that my bad day's as good as their A game. So um, I figured out. Okay, yeah, that I remember you saying that yesterday. Forgot what I was going for. Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday. But you kind of know what your bad day is. It's down to more feeling and how like you're missing shots that you wouldn't normally miss and stuff like that. So that is also taken into consideration. but most of it, how many centuries have you got? Let's put that about that way. I forgot what I'm on now. I was getting confused. I was getting confused. See, in a session for me, in a 45-minute session, I normally get at least, I normally get at least 1 or 2 centuries. Usually. So when I don't get a century, it kind of I get disappointed. See that, I guess that's a bad day for me if I don't knock in a century. I get close, but I'm not. That's how I see what a bad day is. But are you playing later? So I'm hoping that you'll do well. Yeah, I don't know if you can use that for Q Sports though. I mean, it's more down to the individual of how they're feeling. You know, then you've also got like tiredness. You've also got how the balls run. Some days the balls might just decide to go, you know what, I'm just gonna keep tying all the balls up, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like when you break off in pool. One day you're breaking exactly the same. You're potting everything in sight from the break, and then you come back the following day, you break exactly the same way, and you're just getting dry break after dry break after dry break, and there's no reasoning behind it. Can be very, very frustrating. But it's a very good question with what you're saying. I just don't think that there's a simple answer for it. I think it's just more down to the individual knowing what they can, what their ability is in general, and they're the only ones that know if they're underperforming. Break, yes, it does require luck, but there's also technique behind it as well. Because the technique is controlling the white, figuring out where certain balls go, and it also depends on how the rack's been put together. Because there are any slight gaps in the rack in any point change to how the break goes in general anyway, unless you've got the magic rack, which kind of I feel is kind of cheating personally. But usually, see, when I break off, if I'm playing pool and I break off, what I normally do, I'll show you on here actually. So what I normally do is position the white as consistent as I can. Obviously, it's never going to be in the same place all the time because you just can't position the white every time in a certain position. Hit the head ball and make sure that the white goes back between the 3 diamonds at the back. That to me is more of a control. Yes, potting balls is kind of luck, but for me, I favour cue ball control. I mean, the chances of potting the ball, yeah, it's hard. But you do find breaks where you can figure out where certain balls are going, in what direction they're going, and figure out from there. I mean, personally, I don't like playing pool with the magic rack, because I just feel like that's kind of cheating. It's basically saying, here, break off. I know you're gonna pot, and it's just, what's the point in that? You still, I personally want the randomness of a not guaranteed a pot, and just seeing where the balls lay, and do it that way. Because also what the magic rack does is, if you have the right pace, the right power, the right contact, the right position and stuff, you get to work out where all the balls are going to go, and that could get tediously boring, because if you figure that out, you can pretty much clear up pretty much near enough all the time. So I don't find that, I find that quite boring. I mean, it could be me, but what do you guys think? Do you think the magic rack a good thing or bad thing? So what we've had a 90 something, and now we're on a 82. So this to me is a pretty decent session so far. Oh god, missed that one by a country mile. So a 90 something and an 80 something off the bat, that's not bad. But I do feel like I'm gonna hit a century anytime soon. In shooter's pool, I have a 9 now. I think I've got 4 in the last month. Obviously all in practice. So I don't know if people don't want to count those, but yeah, for me they count. Still got to do them. But yeah, 9 so far. And I've got a few. I think I've got 3 or 4 live. So that's cool. And the reason why I do live, because I just want people to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, and mixture of great shots, poor shots, and all of that. Oh wow, enough. Yeah, nice mate. Very, very nice. I'm sure you can. You'll beat that. See, for me, I would want to be going right. That's my ultimate goal, is to beat that 131. But you play matches though, don't you? So whereas I don't. My highest in a match on shooters is 121. But I don't really play that much in match play, just for snooker anyway. I just wanted snooker as my thing, my relaxation, my time to relax. But I do say the reason for that is purely because I feel like, so I'm just thinking about what I'm doing here. So the reason behind that is just purely because snooker is the most rewarding out of all the cue sports, in my personal opinion. Yeah, it still counts though, mate. 131, still got to do it. It counts in my books. But that's my personal opinion. But yeah, I find snooker the most rewarding. I used to practice 8 ball, English 8 ball a lot, um, and play a lot of matches, 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. Um, but then when I went to practice this, I kind of realised where I got the most reward from is snooker. There's nothing more satisfying than hitting a century. I mean, you can play like 9 ball and pot 9 balls, but it's just not the same. I'm sure you guys understand that. What do you guys think? Oh, you know that double red, I can't remember exactly what it's called. The double line for the drill. Um, you've sparked off a little bit of a git for me. I've been trying that on and off, and I'm getting frustrated. I've got to the last. I've got 96 is my highest so far, and I've just lost position on the last red, and it was just like, damn you. But once I've done it, I will post it. But I'm actually going to go through all of the drills again and repost them because I want to get over 100 on all of them. But they are good fun to do. Frustrating, but good fun. I've done the Hungarian again. Beat my personal best of 90 something. I've got 120, 124, I believe. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of things going on behind closed doors. So that would be good. It's not the best positional shot here. Well, so far we've had, I think we've, might be break over. So far we've had a 90, an 80 and a 60 odd and counting. So this is actually pretty decent stream so far. Good recovery. Bit of green or brown. Right, okay. Let's get back up for the black. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Let's see if we can play a difficult black. Keep this, what's that, difficult black? Pretty straightforward to be fair. But now I say that, better miss. So the red next to the blue might cause us a bit of grief. Bodge, do you remember what you said about I said about consistency yesterday? Oh, have I overdone that? Just trying to get position for that one. I might have to decline that one in a minute. So we have another attempt. We'll certainly need to get on that pretty sharpish. Oh, I might not even be able to get on that now. So now that should be the right shot to play, but I want the black, so this is what I mean about the consistency that I wasn't reaching the other day, and I got very, very annoyed. And you know, 90 break, then an 80 break, and now another 90 break in three frames. So this is what I mean about the consistency, and this is kind of where I know where I'm at. That's why I said the other day I wasn't performing very well. Where I said I know what my capabilities are, and I think I'm actually may screw into that and screw back and play the pink. Oh, have I gone to, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. 98 now. Should I play something sensible or? There you go. First. So we had a 94, I think. 94, 80 something, and now the first century of the day. So pretty decent standard so far. Very, very happy with this. And about time too. Been getting very annoyed with myself lately. Especially for underperforming. But let's see if we can finish with finish this frame with a total clearance. That would be good. Under hit that a little bit though. And finish with 130 for in the third frame. So we've had a 90 odd, 80 odd, and then just finish with 100 odd. So that's pretty good. It's very, very good. Just kicking that one out of the way. Open the pocket up for the black. So I still want to go for 147s. But when I'm kind of in this mood, I feel like hitting a century is not difficult. When I'm in this kind of mood. But I do like going for 147s though. Just trying to figure out where I'm going with the white ball. Obviously you need to pop this first. So we've got a bit of options. That's one thing I would suggest when you're playing snooker is play for options. So at the minute I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options. That's always the best way when you're trying to break build is play for options. I mean, there is the odd occasion of playing for the odd individual red. So, like what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to hit this one that should actually give me this ball and potentially maybe that one or even that one. No, I don't think that one goes in there. I mean, I'd be very, very surprised if I don't get on the ball here. So now I've opened that up. I've hit the wrong intended red, but it's actually done me a favour. So again, if I screw back, aiming for about here, so I've got this one, and that one, potentially. So you've got to think about if you overrun, underhit. So have a primary red that you want to go for, but have a thought in mind that, okay, if I overrun it, what am I leaving myself? And if I underhit it, what am I leaving myself? That usually helps you. So again, we've had a 90 odd, just a bit of a catch up, a 90 odd, an 80 odd, and a century already. And we've had, this is the, so what did we get? Did we, so we've done 5 frames. Can't remember what I got first off. But it's a pretty decent standard so far. This is actually a really good opportunity for a 147 as well. Now this is kind of a little bit unrealistic, what I'm about to do, because can't really do that in real life, and where I've left it, kind of bugging myself up. So no 147 now, unless I try something really crazy. Oh, great recovery shot. Well, I picked that one out. Nice cue ball control. Centre pocket. So you never know, might even go for a. So I'm just actually trying to think where I want the cue ball, because now I know I'm going to go for the pink. That's been spotted. That kind of negates that red. I can't get on that one because that's blocking that one in the middle. I can't get on that one because this lot. So it only really leaves me with this ball here, which is not good. But these are the only occasions where you really just want to play for certain reds. I've got the one in the middle that I could go for, that one. I've got that one, but as you can see, that one's tied up. And I've also got that one, which is actually handy. I think I may even take that one. I didn't think I would be on that one, to be honest. I was kind of looking at this one here and potentially that one. Didn't think I would be able to get on that ball. What we got. So this is actually a very good, I see this as a very good session. Let's have a look. So you can see in this pocket, there's only really one red that goes in there. You can see over here, again, not really anything available. So what I might do is try and hit the pink, and that should open everything up. Oh, I played that really badly, but got away with that. I did, I was aiming for that. I've actually ended up really nice. Oh no. Oh, I took that. I took that for granted. Well, so 90, 80, 100, and then a 71. So that was good. Very bad. Very, very bad of me to miss that red there, though. Well, this is certainly open. Wow. Trying not to snooker myself. Oh. Trying hard not to snooker myself using that red. So we'll just continue with this one. Got kind of dodgy pocket over there. Overhead view tells you otherwise. Doesn't really give you that much gap, but when you actually look, it's actually huge. I've still got to avoid the red though. Oh, as you can see, I hit it and it still went in, so it's quite a big pocket. It's actually done me a favour, really. Right, let's see if we can hit another century at least. I think I'll be disappointed if I don't. Go on, is that time already? One sec, guys. I just want to see when I went to lunch. Okay, we've got 5 minutes. Oh wow, 5 minutes. How long have I been streaming for? It only feels like 20 minutes. Right, what am I doing? I think this may. I'm sure actually. Oh well. Seems like a short lunch. So yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be the last frame. Unfortunately, I've got to go back to work. But still, very good session at in the end. Very, very happy. So we've got quite a bit of work to do on this frame. Having all the colours all over the place. Got a feeling the blue's going to go on the pink spot. We're going to get back down for the. Let's go back down for the black. Bounce. Keep going. So I hope you guys are doing good. You missed out on, so far, those that have just turned up, you missed out on a 90 odd, an 80 odd, 130, a 70, and this break and counting. So it's just a quick recap for you guys. But this will be the last frame, unfortunately. Damn work takes over. I mean, if we can finish on the century, that would be good. So the red's certainly split open. Didn't expect that to happen. And we can see if we can get over the other side for the black. Don't hit it. Good, good, good. We can use the red near the pink for the bulk colours. Just trying to make it nice and simple. No heroics. Just trying to play as sensible as I can. And tidy this mess up. Let's have a look. I think I may play for that red next, the one in the middle. So there are occasions where you are playing for certain reds. Whereas I do like to go for options. Maybe go back for the black, or no, let's stay on the blue. These are quite tricky. Now I'm putting side on the white. Makes this shot a little bit harder. Trying to try and get the white over here so I can play that one. Missed one of these earlier. So the blue back on the pink spot. So we're just going to roll forward and then play the blue in the same corner pocket. Now it's going to get to the nitty gritty. Come on, bounce, nice bounce. So we play for, may even be tempted to play for the pink now, and then the last that red on the cushion. Depends on the angle though. We may have to revisit that red, which is quite annoying. So I'm going to aim for the white to be about here, so I can play that in that corner. Again, this becomes quite missable. Now the blues, now the pink. So we're still doing pretty, oh no, that's right, we're still doing pretty decent. I played that pretty hesitantly there. So what I might do is, while I've got a chance, I might play dilemma. I think I'll play the green, then this red, one of these to get back down for that red, and then, or actually, I might even play for the red now. It's in the balk end. If I pop this, of course. Don't want to be straight, but that will do. So now we've got to get that back out. So I also need an angle to get on that red, that last red at least. Cued that a little bit too well for my liking. Played that too well. Right, so what do we have? Yeah, we can play that. In fact, that might be a good choice. So we've got our second century of the session, by the looks of it. Let's see if we can clear up. And then that'll be the lunchtime over. See if we can do a total clearance, and that would be good. But what I've done here, I've actually set a really good benchmark of consecutive high breaks. It's extremely tough to do. We've got to get down for the blue, haven't we? Oh dear. This is going to be hard to judge. Oh, I've overcut that by a country mile. So I don't normally have the blue and pink opposite places. Oh god, I'm tempted to do that shot, but I think realistically I should play the middle. I actually find this one a lot harder than going for the corner. I nailed it. So what can we get? And nice bounce. Stop, stop, stop. So there you go, guys. We've had a 90, an 80, 130, then a 70 odd, and finish with 135. I think that is a really, really strong session to finish on. So I might be playing over the weekend. Don't know yet. Depends on the missus. I might come back later tonight. See if I can hit another 147. So I'll see you guys soon.